I feel like he doesn't like America. I feel like he is
Whoa, brother. Bro's wearing a MASH shirt while saying, I feel like he doesn't like America. Dog, you're wearing a MASH shirt. That's amazing. That's awesome.
constantly supporting the the anti-American part, like anti-America stuff. He consistently fights against the left. It feels like he called like Pete Buttigieg like a rat or something just recently.
Recently. Okay, this gotta be a fucking Epstein fan. There's no shot, dude. I call people just a rat, la rata, literally, what, 5 years ago at this point? 6 years ago? God damn.
A rat.
Also, Pete Buttigieg is the left.
And so like stuff like that continues to persist throughout his viewing stuff. I don't watch too much like online media, alternative media. I watch more like mainstream stuff, but from what I see from that, that's my opinion.
You don't get it. MASH is now post-ironic and is now a call to patriotism. Yeah, like how the fuck is this guy wearing a MASH t-shirt and is like Hasan hates America? Why, dude? Is it because I think the Vietnam War was bad and wrong? Much to consider here. Bro, you weren't alive when MASH was a thing? I mean, I wasn't either, but like I know what it is. It's just like funny. It's funny to have like Korean War, sorry. It's just like it sounds like it comes across like a bit. Dude saw one 9/11 clip and formed his entire opinion off you of that. I mean, it's fine. It is.
So when you said that he's giving anti-American perspectives, what do you mean by that?
I mean, he's definitely like he's against what any party that runs America he's against. So I mean, in Joe Biden's presidency, he was consistently shitting on the Democrats or.
Wait, this guy says he doesn't follow a lot of online content, but it feels like he's regurgitating some of the most hyper online community's criticisms of me. So I don't really understand. Also, he's talking to Rick, who knows what my opinions are and has known me for years and years.
The party who's running the America, which would be against America in my opinion. And then, I mean, obviously with Donald Trump, he's against that, which I think a lot of us are, which makes sense. But I think there's more.
Oh, I'm shitting on Donald Trump, but not in like the right way. I'm shitting on Donald Trump in like a anti-American kind of way.
Like, it's hard for me to give you exact examples off the top of my head, just coming out of Lolla. But like, I'm sure there's plenty of examples. If I had some time to look something up, I could give you some examples. There are plenty of them out there, and it's a huge topic being talked about right now, as I see it, with his airport disaster, right? He got stopped in the airport and was interrogated. Do you know really how long he was interrogated?
Do you have any feedback?
Okay, yeah, no, he's definitely okay. Yeah, he's a Sex Destiny fan, 100%. Oh yeah, no, he's either a Sex Destiny fan or a Slop Tube fan, 1,000%. This dude is probably in the chat watching right now. The airport disaster that the fucking Department of Homeland Security admitted took place, that was covered. He said he's not extremely online. If you were to ask a bus driver if they tuned into one of the slop tubers that covered it and said he lied about being detained at the airport versus the international press, including every single American news outlet that covered it, I wonder if the bus driver would be aware of me as a person who was detained as a political dissident or as a person who was lying about their detention. Yeah, only one community does this talking point. Exactly. He's like, I'm not very online, but like, remember when I don't even know it was disputed. It's not. It's not a disputed thing. It's only, these people live in their own fucking bubble. They live in their own bubble. They get all the information from Reddit. Yeah, bro, my grandmother knows about your airport story from mainstream. This is when you're existing in this like incredibly tight-knit echo chamber.
For him, that could be more aligned with your politics?
I That's a great question. I think like I believe in having like a view of socialism in that side of point and like stuff like that. But I think like they need to be able to, I guess, come a little bit more to the center or more, I guess, right in a way, because they're so far left, to incorporate more views of what I would believe in, I guess, personally. Obviously, that may not work for him, but that's what he would do for me. He would have to move like, God, I mean, I'm not a huge socialist at all. I believe in like private capital and, you know, companies and firms and stuff like that.
How much private capital does this man have, I wonder?
I believe Hasan doesn't. Hasan has said multiple times that he's like luring in these center to left people to become more and more left. That's why he's doing this.
Yeah, why is this a bad thing? Well, yeah, I am. I want average Democrats to actually advocate, like average Democrat voters, to actually advocate for the changes that they want. That's number one, because these are things that they truly believe in, like socialized medicine, for example. And I want right-wingers to also advocate for socialized medicine and become leftists. Yes, this is what I want. It's not a secret.
I think he said that on multiple things. I looked a little bit into Hasan Piker, but yeah, I think, I don't know what he could do to really help, I guess.
Is there...
I love seeing stuff like this because like it once again reminds me of the profile of the type of person. Like it puts a face to the fucking commentary. Like the Norman or Norman adjacent people that are out in the real world that are willing to go on camera and say these things and like what their worldview looks like. Because this has been 3 minutes of just him being like, I don't really like him because I saw clips and I don't really know much about him. But also here are my favorite clips from my favorite content creator who I will not name because if you Google him, it's going to come up that he is a sex pest and that makes me embarrassed.
Allow me to interject. Is there something that he said that you thought was too far left?
I think like a lot of things are too far left. I mean, like to re-educate like capitalists, like to if he was to have his government, he would have to do re-education camps, meaning.
This is your brain on the online debate sphere. If this is all you fucking consume, this is what you're going to come across as in broad daylight in the real world.
We would send capitalists who don't agree to a camp to re-educate them on how socialism works. And I believe that's a little bit too far left for me.
Locked in.
Hell no, fuck that motherfucker.
Why? You want to tell him?
He a bitch.